When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, he's a top 10 player in the game. That's a fact. That's not other people's agendas.
I don't think.
What?
I don't think.
When Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, wait. Mars.
I don't think that's a fact.
Mars, but you
I think that's debate.
Yeah, but Ox, I know what you believe, which is fair. But chill.
Kawhi was healthy last year. I don't. Think
yeah, he was. Do you think he's better than LeBron?
Let's go ahead and talk about the Los Angeles Clippers. Two players. Do they do more this season, or does it?
We got to give the Clippers credit. Ron. They trying. I mean, if we being honest, they 100%. They ain't just sitting on their hands. They definitely trying to do something. So, considering what they have on paper, it looks great. I think the addition of John Collins makes them more formidable in their front line. To have a backup like Brook Lopez, even though he is long in the tooth, like to scale down his minutes, I'm loving 15, 20-minute Brook Lopez as opposed to 30, 35-minute Brook Lopez.
I'm loving double big Zubac and Brook Lopez. That's going to be a lot.
Yes. In limited minutes, I'm loving that. I like what their defense is going to look like, but I'm not getting on this train. I'm just not. Matter of fact, let me back up right now because I'm not getting on this train because I don't want to get too close for y'all to push me on this train.
Will they be better than the Lakers, Joe?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
Because I think they're gonna fall apart. I think that's who the Clippers are.
Actually, here's a good question for you, Chill. Regular season, obviously.
Yes.
Will the Lakers have a better defense or offense than the Clippers?
I think that the Lakers will have a better offense than the Clippers off the strength of the two playmakers that they have and how much those other guys are going to be better around both Luka Doncic and James. I think that with DeAndre Ayton, his ability to rebound and run the floor, I think that they're going to get a lot more points from that aspect. And his ability to rebound, they're going to be able to play a little bit faster. So I think I'm going to see Vando in transition a little bit more. I'm going to see Rui in transition.
Will they be a better transition team than the Clippers?
Yes. I do think that the Clippers are older. I think the Clippers won't run nearly as much as the Lakers do. I think this Laker team ultimately can be better in a lot of aspects. Defensively, I don't think that they're going to be better in the interior because I think Zubac controls so much. I think he's such a great rebounder. I think he's such a great post defender that he causes so many problems when guys. I don't think you have to double when you got Zubac on the block. And you got guys who pass out of the. You got guys who try to pass out of the post. I think Zubac is such a good.
Who's a better post
defender,
passer, Ayton or Zoo?
A better post passer.
Yeah, better.
Mark so fixated on comparing them to the Lakers. I don't.
Well, because they're in the Pacific Conference, we're going.
I know, but it's like there's other teams in the.
I mean, but I would like to not do that. I would like to just talk about the Lakers without getting to the agenda stuff. I'm just asking.
To answer your question, Swiper, I think it's Zubac. I think Zubac. Sure. I think he's bigger than DeAndre Ayton. I love his face-up game. I love I love his face-up game. I love how he finds guys during his face-up game. I've never been a big guy who is a component of guys playing with their back to the basket. He's really good passing out of the double team. He's really good passing when guys are diving to the rim. I think DeAndre Ayton is very one-track when he's playing in pick and dive or when he's on the block. He's looking to get the ball and get to the bucket. I think Zubac is looking for other guys. So I'd have to say Zubac.
Yeah, I think those are the two best teams in that division, for sure. But I'd be curious. We'll get to the Warriors in a minute, but I think the Warriors can make a push too. But yeah, I think the Clippers should be the best team in the division. They should be the best team in the division. They have a 1 through 12. I say they have a lot of offensive versatility this year. In the 34 games they played with Harden last year, they had the number 2 offense, I think, down the stretch of the year. And they had the number 1 defense damn near, if not a slight number 2 to the Thunder. James Harden, I thought, was third team All-NBA. He deserved it. Zubac was third team All-NBA last year for me. I thought he deserved it. He was top 5 in DPOY. John Collins being a really good, play finisher, good shooter. And then especially him and James Harden, that's going to be tough. And then John Collins playing next to Brook Lopez at all times, playing next to Zubac at all times. And then you bring in Derrick Jones Jr. and then Bradley Beal, who's still a good isolation player, very good 2 in the league still. They just have a lot of versatility and options. They're going to be aggressive as crap. They'll be, whatever the Thunder, and then whatever that next tier is. I think the Clippers defensively should be right below whatever that standard is, man. I think they
that
should
good defensively.
Yeah, I mean they were last year.
They could be that good.
They were last year. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
What about offensively?
They were elite offensively last year when they were healthy. That's why I asked the question, because the Clippers on paper, they should be like the preeminent two-way team in that conference. But I don't know if they'll, it's just a lot of it's going to come down to how many games do you get from Kawhi. But Harden's going to play 75 games again. And if Harden, y'all, is playing 75 games again with Zoo, like him alone with that many offensive options, they're going to have a very good offense still. So,
who's not going to play 75 games? Leonard.
Yep.
He better. I mean, we'll have to see. You know what I'm saying? I think the Clippers are clearly the best roster in this division, and so expectations should be, and for me, will be very high for this team. They also have one of the 10 best players in the league when healthy. I get told that religiously over and over and over again. So yes, this year, when it comes to the Clippers, the expectations should be high. And in fact, let me hit you with a bit of transitive property, right? Because the Nuggets get all this gas because they took OKC 7 games, but the Clippers also took the Nuggets 7 games. So what am I saying? If A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then that means A is equal to C. So why aren't the Clippers also? Excuse me. I didn't interrupt you.
Keep going.
You did actually.
What I'm saying is that the Clippers, right? They took the Nuggets 7 games. The Nuggets took OKC 7 games. The Clippers also got better this offseason. So why aren't the Clippers' expectations just as high as the Nuggets and OKC? Because all I've been getting told this offseason is how the Nuggets are right there with OKC, if not better. So if they're right there and the Clippers were also right there in the playoffs, why aren't the Clippers
you believe
up
that the Clippers?
and
do you? I'm asking genuinely because I know this gimmick you've been on for the last month has been everybody knows what it is. We know what it is. Well, you just did it. Do you believe, in your own estimation, okay, based on your own purview of how you view the sport, do you think they are a tier 1 team in the NBA? Not based on what you've heard, based on how you feel about the Clippers.
Are they not? I'm sorry. Are they not one of the 12? Well, excuse me. Are they not one of the
very direct
10-man rosters in the league?
Yes.
Are they not one of the
don't
best
answer the question.
Just
let him answer the question. What do you?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
No, I don't want any more questions. I just want you to answer the question directly. Do you believe that they are a tier 1 team?
They should be.
Okay, so he doesn't believe that. He said they should. So that's
the only reason why I'm hesitant is because I don't know if Kawhi Leonard is going to be playing. If Kawhi Leonard is playing,
what do you mean you don't know? Real talk. What do you mean you don't know? What have you seen over the last 5 years?
Because we know.
Okay,
we know.
So we know what it is.
Okay, but let me ask you a serious question. Why, if Kawhi is healthy and that Clippers roster is healthy, why aren't they among the best in the Western Conference or in the league in general?
They are. Most of us think they are. I think they are.
Okay, so why is me saying this
No, because
you're saying it with the basis of an agenda that if they don't do it, oh my God, you guys lied to me about Kawhi. I'm just saying it because I think they're that good. So I think that's why.
That's not what I'm saying. It.
What are you saying? I want to make sure I'm following you.
It's fine that's the reason you're saying it.
Personally, I think real talk. I think you're good enough and you're smart enough to be able to give your own analysis without just depending on what other people feel and then basing your agendas based on how the public feels about them. I think you believe the Clippers with the shot making talent that they have with Harden and Kawhi, with the defense they have. Because real talk, you love defense.
He's a top 10 player.
You love defense. Real talk. You're super big on interior defense. You think rim protection is maybe the most important thing in basketball. So I'm saying they got elite rim protectors and really good POA defenders. Do you think
you're telling me why they're a really good team?
No, I'm asking, but I know, but I'm saying they do. They you understand? Objectively, they have these things. If you gotta make a stew, you got sausage. You got whatever lettuce and greens.
They
you
have all
put
the
in
ingredients
there.
needed.
Yeah, they have. But do you believe that those ingredients, in your mind, if put together properly, will equal a good meal? Maybe one of the best meals you've ever had. That's what I'm asking. You're a meal merchant, do you believe that?
Yes. Why would I expect a chef? Well, here's the problem. I already know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna go there. With the glazed honey bun. But look, I'm saying that if they have all the ingredients to make a great meal,
Sure.
Why would I then not expect it to be a great meal? That's what I'm saying. If they have everything to make a great meal, why would I expect it not to be great? The only reason why it could not be great is because the chef decided not to show up to work. Exactly. The chef.
Hey, real talk. This is the head chef. This ain't the ones over there cutting the vegetables.
Okay, first of all, we're talking about two different things. Number one, we're talking about two different things. To Swiper's point and to Mars's point, okay, he's not talking about other people's agendas. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, he's a top 10 player in the game. That's a fact. That's not other people's agendas.
I don't think.
What?
I don't think.
When Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, wait. Mars.
I don't think that's a fact.
Mars, but you
I think that's debate.
Yeah, but Ox, I know what you believe, which is fair. But chill.
Kawhi was healthy last year. I don't.
Yeah, he was. Do you think he's better than LeBron? Healthy
today?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
No.
Dion. Let me get it.
I've been quiet.
Anthony Edwards. Do you think he's better than Anthony Edwards?
Today, no.
Do you think he's better than Kevin Durant?
Let's just call it 15, Swiper, so we can keep it.
Well, no, he said 10, so I'm trying to. He said it's a fact, so I'm trying to say like the back of that 10 is like Wemby.
I'm thinking on the back end.
Ant Edwards, Anthony Davis, Donovan Mitchell. Sure, in your man, it's okay. So Jalen Brunson. Do you think he's better than those players?
Now that I think about it, I can't say. You're right, Mars. Now that I think about it, it's not a fact. It is debatable. But to Ox's point, 15, yes. I don't think that if he's healthy, I definitely can get with 15 players, no doubt about that. But to Real Talk's point, he's a lot better. Okay, to Real Talk's point, when he's healthy, he's a lot better than what people are not what people are talking about. He's what people are saying that he is. He's a top 10, top 15 player in the game. That's a fact, right? Arguably, he's a top 10, top 15 player in the game. Arguably. So that's not Real Talk pushing an agenda. Kawhi Leonard is that good. In fact, I just literally 2 years ago had an argument with you, Swiper. You telling me that I think it was the 23 season or
2 years ago. Yes, when he played 68 games, he was the.
And you told me he was better than Jason Tatum.
He was that season. Yes.
Okay, that was just 2 years ago.
Yes, when he played 68 games, was a second team All-NBA player for me.
Embiid was the MVP. So I mean,
so we just fell off the cliff then.
I mean, no, I'm just saying, like Jason Tatum got better the next year, so he was better.
Okay, so now we're off that.
Right quick, chill,
with that,
chill, right quick. Can you hear me?
Yes,
you sound weird, but we can't hear you.
Yeah,
you sound
weird. Your mic sound.
Yes, it's not my mic. It's the fact that y'all aren't using y'all Raycon everyday earbud classics. Now, the reason why y'all can't hear me when you don't have your Raycons in is because you don't have the active noise cancellation. You don't got the multi-point connectivity, which means you can connect to multiple devices. And ultimately, your battery's running on low because with the Raycon Everyday Earbud Classics, you get up to 32 hours of battery every charge. Now, you can get your Everyday Earbud Classics from Raycon when you use code PCS. Yes, that's code PCS, and that code will get you 20% off. Now, this message is sponsored by Raycon, obviously. And, you know, a lot of y'all just went back to school. I'm talking to Swiper and all the kids out there. And you remember when you used to go shopping as a kid? Swiper, you remember when I used to take you shopping when you was young? And you used to get all type of back-to-school clothes and gifts and things like that? Well, that's how it felt when I got my Raycons. It felt like I was a kid again. It felt like I was starting fresh. And it felt like everything was how it was when you went back to school. So I encourage all of you guys to use code PCS, get 20% off, and get your everyday earbud classics so you can block out all the BS. So you can block out all the glaze, all the yapping, all the extra curricular things that you don't need to hear, and you can lock in on what's really important. And you could do it just like us right here, right now. Get your everyday earbud classics. See these? You see these?
I don't know why you ain't just get them in black. But shout out to you, man. Shout out to you.
This color doesn't matter?
No, you got it. You got it.
No,
personally,
what color?
I favor the black personally.
Okay.
Teach that right.
Mm-hmm. So back to real talk. Real talk. You've been really critical of Kawhi Leonard this season. You need to see it more than anything because there's a lot of guys in the league. I just feel like there's a lot of guys in the league
that I'm critical of it. It's just like
you can say it. It's okay.
He wants Kawhi to be held to the standard that people say he is.
Yes.
It's not even just that. It's like he does have a really good team. I don't understand. Like,
I agree.
Bro, that Clippers team is really good. They're good at the center position. They're good at the point guard position. They now have Bradley Beal as their 2 guard, which you could do a lot worse than Bradley Beal. And then if you throw in Kawhi Leonard, like that's supposed to be
do you think they should be slandered? Real talk. Do you think they should be slandered if they lose? If they lose to like a good team?
No, I don't.
It depends on how the series or whatever goes.
I mean, but like,
if they get destroyed in a series by anyone, I think they should be disappointed.
Right,
yeah, disappointed.
But real talk,
sure.
Do you think that the Clippers you think they got bailed for losing to Denver? I think people held them accountable for losing that game 7. Right, and rightfully
so.
No,
they just said James Harden sucked, so that was it.
No, I don't think most. I think I was saying that, but I don't think most people said that. I think most people held the whole team accountable. Although James Harden did fold in Game 7.
That Game 7 was abysmal from
Kawhi
too.
Kawhi Leonard didn't play great in Game 7. James Harden didn't play great in Game 7, and I think people held him accountable for that.
I think they're better this year than they were last season.
For that. Yes, I don't ever really see too much Kawhi Leonard criticism. I really don't. Honestly,
I got a couple of questions, bro. First of all, what is the time scale on Ty Lue? I mean,
let's talk about that for a second.
Let's
discuss that.
Let's say for a hypothetical reason, they just go like 25. You know what I'm saying, 50 or something like that. Like, what's the time scale on Ty Lue? And what's the time scale on the whole entire team? You already know about the Kawhi Leonard scandal. But for me personally, for this squad, in all reality, I think it would be insanity for James Harden and Ty Lue to not be prepared for Kawhi Leonard to not play a lot of games. I think James Harden's actually probably going to lead the league in assists. I wouldn't be surprised if he lead the league in assists this year as well. And again, man, so I feel like this team knows that Kawhi's going to play like 40 games. You know, Chris Dunn, guys like that, you know, Batum, all those guys, they're going to have to step up a lot in the regular season. So I got them, you know, top 5, top 4 seed, you know what I'm saying, right behind the Lakers, actually. I think they're going to have an amazing season. I think they're going to surprise a lot of you guys for this season coming up. But I feel like if in another scenario, if they do not have a good season, like, is Ty Lue still the coach? Like, are they going to hold on to Kawhi Leonard? Like, what's James Harden going to do? You know, like, what's the time scale on all these guys, you know, if they do not succeed this season? What you guys think?
I mean, I don't know what you can do with Kawhi. I don't think most teams would trade for Kawhi. I think you would be crazy to trade for Kawhi if he doesn't play a bunch of games this season. So I don't know, like, when you say can they hold on to Kawhi, I don't know what their other options would be.
I mean, what if this scandal get nasty or they got to release him or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if they buy?
I don't think that's happening.
Like
that. I don't think.
I think that's
pretty much over.
They not tripping off that. Just like I told you, regardless of who that ball. But either way, as far as what you said about James Harden, I'm excited to see him with John Collins. I think John Collins.
Mike going in and out.
We can't hear you, bro.
Can't hardly hear you. Yeah, we can't hardly hear you.
He was praising John Collins. That's what
I heard. I did hear that part.
That was the problem, Mars. I shouldn't have started praising John Collins.
I don't know. They didn't want that part.
Right. Well, shit. I think they put together a hell of a roster this offseason. There's no excuse for the Clippers to not make a deep playoff run. And even with Kawhi not playing a lot of games, I don't think Kawhi plays more than 45.
They're more to prepare for that, man. I feel like that's like the conversation in the locker room is like, bro, we all know Kawhi Leonard's going to give us like 40 games, 50 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time for you younger guys on this squad, you know, to step up, you know. And I feel like a lot of these guys on that squad are hungry to get those Kawhi Leonard minutes, honestly.
That's the thing, Deion.
Mars, do you not hear? Okay, but
real quick, hold on. Before you lose your mind, because that's what you do this every time we talk about that. That's just the reality of what's going on.
But like that is such a privileged position.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Bro, listen, bro, I'm a big Kawhi Leonard hater. Actually,
we're not
a big Kawhi Leonard hater.
We're not talking about ranking Kawhi right now. We're just talking about this team, and we know that Kawhi's not going to play. Well, I hope
one of the main reasons, though, Ox, is the reason why they're going to be as good as they are is because they got Kawhi Leonard, though.
Oh, that's
no, it's not. No, that's more so
for the playoffs.
They're going to be really good because they have Ty Lue as a coach. They have James Harden.
You have James Harden on your team in the regular season. You pretty much guarantee that you're going to be fine.
Right. So
that's the privilege.
So chill. They have a good roster with or without Kawhi Leonard. So like, you know what I'm saying? They don't need Kawhi Leonard to be a good basketball team. They have a good roster already. I think that was a lot of the reason. A lot of what they did this offseason was building their roster, establishing their bench a little more. They don't need Kawhi Leonard to win 50 games. You know what I mean? So obviously he's a part of the team. He's gonna play some games. I don't know how many.
Right.
But so it's not. So when I say that, I don't think he should be playing 50, 60 games anyway. I don't think that we should still keep acting like we're shocked by this. Like, oh my God, do you believe this? Like, yeah, I do believe it. Kawhi Leonard is not going to play 60, 70 games. That's just not part. That's not part of the program. But
I definitely believe it.
That's a part of having Bradley Beal. Hopefully, Bradley Beal can have a more healthy season. That's a part of getting Bogey Bogdanovic healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of having John Collins, another big wing that James Harden can work with. So this isn't about where do I think Kawhi Leonard is.
And I don't care if you OKC. I don't care if you Milwaukee. I don't care if you none of these good teams in the league.
That's not what it's about. It's about where is this Clippers team ranked? I think they have a good enough team, even if Kawhi plays 30 games. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I agree with you. I feel like any team in the league, you're not going to be excited, bro. You know what I'm saying, to go play the Clippers. Like, they're not one of those teams that, like, you're going to be, going to the club, kicking it, having a good night, and then waking up and like, no, you're going to be prepared for the Clippers no matter what team you are. I'm not saying that they're scary or anything like that. It's just that you're going to have to game plan for them. Ty Lue's going to have these guys prepared. You know what I'm saying? And to your point, real talk, listen, Kawhi Leonard, bro, is a scam artist. It's Kawhi Scam Leonard. That's just what he is. You know what I'm saying? So I 100% agree with you, man. I mean, like, bro, he's getting pampered.
This ain't no nonsense, Ron. Like, you smiling, because let me tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that they're going to get in the playoffs. Leonard ends up getting busy, and then here we go with the bullshit again. Leonard is this guy. Leonard has been doing this. Is Leonard this good? Is he as good as this guy all time? Because they end up getting busy in the playoffs and completely leaving out what didn't happen in the regular season, which matters, by the way. Which matters. This goes back to Dion's point, which goes back to Real Talk's point. If we're going to talk about this dude, we need to talk about this dude in totality. We can't just talk about this dude getting busy, to Marcus' point, for a stretch in 12 games, for a stretch in 8 or 9 games. No, so, I'm not trying to hear that.
So you're upset that Kawhi Leonard will go crazy for 20 games, and people will be like, damn, he's chopping. And you want to be like, it doesn't matter. He didn't play. Like, okay, we know he didn't play, but when we seen him, he was doing good. Can we not talk about that?
Bro, I don't
even want to just focus in on Kawhi, because that's not really even my point. My point, I really want a real answer from you all for real. Why aren't the expectations just as high for the Clippers?
They should be championship contenders.
Because they don't have Jokic. Like,
what does that mean?
Because I know, but
hey, boo the fool.
No,
Wake
real
up.
talk.
That's not what the league is about anymore.
I know. I'm answering. I understand. Real talk. But real talk. You asked a question.
You had Nikola Jokic.
I know. Real talk. Real talk. I hear you, but I think you're spazzing out, and I'm on your side. Yes, you are. You just said boo the fool in a response. I'm going to give you the response, and you're like angry and upset. I'm saying if they had a player that people thought was in top 3 discussions and legitimately like had one MVP, I know real talk, but you're asking comparatively. I'm saying in this scenario, and you see if you disagree with this or not.
Tupac don't care about
if they were, I know, but like if they had Giannis,
so
like just spread it out. Just spread it out. If they had Giannis, Jokic, or SGA, any one of these players, or Luka. Real talk, do you see, like, perception-wise, like...
If they had LeBron, people would be saying they need to win the championship.
Right, so I'm saying, like, I just don't think... real talk, what I'm saying to you is, I think all of that is put in concert. If they had a tier 1 player where people view as, like the guy, like, one of the best, if not best in the world, I'm not... Because Kawhi, and what for everything that's good about Kawhi, real talk, we do not look at him like SGA, Jokic, Luka, or Giannis. If Giannis played for that team,
for that team to be good enough to win,
I know, but like you're asking why perception from the public. I'm saying because if the Clippers had one of those dudes, I do think the conversation will be drastically different.
And it's not even about the players either, though. It's not about it's about the organization, bro. It's the Clippers. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, Clippers fans don't believe in themselves. So like, how you expect us to believe in them? You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I don't even think the Clippers want that expectation. I don't give a damn how good they think they are. I don't think they want to have the expectation of the Denver Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? And having Jokic MVP talks and winning a championship or bust every year. They don't even want that. So it's like, no, if they don't want it, why should we want it for them? You know what I'm saying?
Which is kind of crazy as hell, Dion, considering they got a stacked roster. But we don't want y'all talking about us like we should win the NBA championship.
But before
even though they got a bomb squad over there.
Exactly. That makes sense, though, real talk. Like, if they had one of those players, the concession would be different.
I get what
and if they were the Lakers, they're the Clippers. To Dion's great point. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I think that's misguided, and that's just faulty logic in 2025. Like, you don't have to have bro, the Pacers almost beat OKC, and I don't think Tyrese Halliburton is like a top.
But nobody thought the Pacers were going to be that team either, brother. But they're in the East.
I know. But I'm saying that Clippers team is good enough. That's what I'm saying. They don't have to have Giannis on the team to be a champion.
But they're playing versus OKC with Shea, but even as could chill right here. The Clippers have a better roster than the Lakers. And Chill just said, I'm not believing in the Clippers. He thinks the Lakers should be better. And I'm saying in the regular season, the Clippers will more than likely, real talk, have a better offense than the Lakers. The problem is that when they get in a series, they're going to be playing versus LeBron James and Luka Doncic, even with a better roster, and people are taking the Lakers. They will be playing versus Jokic and the rest of that roster and say it's Jokic. They should win the series. They're going to play versus SGA and the Thunder. Now, the Thunder are they're stacked all the way around, so obviously they're deep. But they got SGA. They're gonna put they're gonna put all their eggs in one basket and say this team has like a MVP in their prime, best player in the world type player. You don't have that. I'm not taking the Clippers over those people. So I'm saying that, like, I understand your frustration, real talk, but perception is reality when it comes to the Clippers. Dion said people don't respect that organization. Simple as that. They don't. And then on top of that, they don't think Kawhi and James Harden. They already think James Harden's a dropper. Because remember, James Harden in Game 7, everybody was like, I know what's coming. And then it came. Like, then it happened. He sucked in Game 7. So that's what even Chill, as reasonable as he is, he's going into this year saying, I know James is going to fail me. Therefore, I'm not picking the Clippers. A lot of people feel that way.
I've seen it before. Not because I know we got to move on, Ron. And not because I want him to fail, but because I've seen him do it so many different times. That's why. I really don't want him to fail, Ron. I really don't. I just don't talk about him like you do, Ox. That's
well, nobody talks about him like I do. But I'm saying
I don't talk about that. Doesn't mean I hate him. That doesn't mean that at all. I just don't talk about him like you do. That's
Ox, I don't know if I told you. I think I told you this last time too. What's called LeBron's a better defender than Kawhi in their primes, by the way. But let's continue. That's for another conversation. I don't know if I told you that last time, Ox, but I just want to get that out the way.
And Dion, I'll add that to the PCL pool.
That's cool. Yeah. Go ahead. I ain't worried about that.
But Swipe, I want to say this, Swipe. I get what you're saying about the perception, but I just know that we've also been coming to the conclusion, and I've heard you come to this conclusion now several times. The more that we've progressed in basketball, right, and the more that we say, well, this league is as deep in talent as it's ever been, the need for a top whatever player has gone increasingly down as the years go by. And so what I'm saying is the Clippers have one of the best 10-man rotations in the league right now, with maybe he's not a top 10 player, but still an upper echelon player, a top 15-ish player on their roster. So if they are healthy come playoff time, that team should be expected to contend with just about anybody in the league.
Well, they will, though. They're not getting washed in the series. Like, they're not going down in 5 to like OKC or Denver. Like,
but with that being said, though, Swipe, would it be ridiculous to see them get smoked in a series? Like, yes. Is that ridiculous?
When the Clippers haven't gotten smoked in a series when they've been healthy, they've not. And to Kawhi's credit and the Clippers' credit, they have not lost in less than 7 games when they're healthy. And then they weren't healthy in 21. So like, and then they lost. But like, if Kawhi was there, they could have won. So they don't get smoked in any series. They just lose.
This scandal is probably the worst thing that happened to Kawhi Leonard, though. because like when you look at it, it's like, bro, he got to go out there and improve his point now. Like prove to the world that he's innocent, all that good stuff, right? So he's going to try to play like 60, 70 games this year. Bro, he's going to injure himself trying to do that, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Why would he do that?
Because, man, I just like he feels the pressure, man. He feels the heat, man. If you play good, it goes away. That's how NBA players think. Listen, when you playing good, all the problems around you, they go away, bro. Now, say for instance, Kawhi Leonard go out there, injured, not playing well, sitting on the bench, they're gonna be digging more into that investigation a lot more, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like if he playing nice though, they might kick it to the side, bro.
Yeah, but
I'm serious.
Yeah, Kawhi need to be digging into that soil and planting some trees out here in LA.
Come on, man. He owe him a lot of money, man. For real. Kawhi,
we have evidence of guys. But Ox, we have evidence of guys who play better amongst the scandal, and because they played better, that thing went away in '83. When the coach got fired, they won the championship. Everybody was talking about Magic. You're the reason why he got fired. Well, they ended up winning the championship. That goes away. When Coach Black got fired in Cleveland, well, James, you're the reason why he got fired. They won the NBA championship. That went away. That kind of stuff goes away if you're playing well and you win. If you keep rolling, but if you're not playing well, it gets amplified. And to his point, well, I'm already in agreement. I mean, Kawhi Leonard, there's no way that you're selling me that he had nothing to do with this. No
any more scandals in LA go away because somebody start balling?
Mind your business, Ox.
Absolutely. RIP, but absolutely, yeah.
Mind your business.
No, I'm just asking questions. I don't know so much.
Yeah. To answer your question, Ox, yes. Because last I checked, and I know that there's some people who don't want to hear this, but the Lakers had a parade in 2009. Just 5 years before that, his mugshot was on Sports Illustrated. That went away because of a parade. That kind of stuff happens, right?
So when you play a sack fan, man, that's what he did.
When you're playing well, stuff that's going on goes away because we get our attention diverted to that right there. We completely leave what happened before. We get rid of that because you're playing well. In this particular situation with Kawhi Leonard, I mean, I don't think it's ridiculous to think that, I got to get y'all mind off this other nonsense because that's not going away if he's only playing 30 games. It's not.
All right, fellas. Well, what I want to ask everybody before we move on to the next team, what seed do you expect the Clippers to get?
I got them as the 5 seed.
3 or 4.
5 or 6. Yeah, I think I got them as the 6 seed. I got OKC. I got OKC, Denver, Houston, Dallas, Lakers, Clippers. Yep.
All right. Swiper?
4. Yeah, 4 seed. Should be fair.
Mars?
3 through 6.
3 through 6.
Yeah.
That's a fair range.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk?
They could be as good as 3, but they could also.
If Kawhi Leonard plays 50+ games, they should be bare minimum the 3rd seed.
I don't want to see Kawhi Leonard playing 50+ games.
Ox, he might be healthier than you think, yo.
I mean, the Clippers have said he's healthy right now, so.
Man, no back-to-backs. Just no.
Oh, he's not gonna play back-to-backs,
bro. He's the star player. That's crazy, bro.
Even if he does play, we don't need more than 28 minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's in that 28 to 31 range.
Mars, can you imagine if Joel Embiid had teams that could allow him to just set out for?
I mean, that would be ideal. Like, I'm being honest.
I know it'd be ideal, but I'm saying like nobody ever gets that ideal to go in the playoffs and average 22.
To be fair, they did do that when they got Drummond back. They were hoping that they would be able to. Last year they wanted to. They just didn't think that.
They planned around being able to play without Embiid. The issue is that they don't understand.
But then Paul George got hurt too, so
that's nuts. That you plan to play
just
around
does more for his team. Than
you have to. They're injured players. Yeah, you need to be able to make sure you.
Then they shouldn't be my best player. Then I should have moved on from these guys. We should have been moved on from Kawhi Leonard. We should have done this a long time ago. But
it's easier said than done to move on from a level of talent that good. It's easier said than done. It's the player choice way. Them boys don't get it started. The player choice way.